Well, okay. I guess I don't need music to play properly. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Thorn. Glad to see you guys. How's it going? I have this might look pretty similar to you, but I now have an entirely, this is also supposed to be over here. There we go. I have an entirely new setup now. A whole different PC for the stream. It's absolutely crazy. But please tell me, how's everything looking and sounding so far? I mean, I know it's just me and I'm just talking into the microphone. How's everything? Good so far? Okay. Let me get my music set up because VLC decided not to play music. It decided like, oh, you wanted to play music? Like, that's cool, I guess, but nah. There we go. That's some music for you right there. Okay. All right. Let me get the rest of it set up in the playlist because I didn't have my playlist ready. Been busy, y'all. I got everything set up all new for this. I'm not even using OBS now. It's a little loud in my ears. Hold on. Okay, that's about the level we want to be at. There we go. And where the heck did this go? Okay. Cool, I'm able to turn the music. It was a little loud in my ears, but I can see it's at negative 35, 36 on the stream. That's about where I like to have it. Okay, so that's those. That's going to be some new chip rock tracks right there. That's going to be cool. And these we know well. And we'll get that synth rock expansion pack in here. One of my favorite albums from them. And there we go. Okay. That's our playlist, ready to go. All right, well, it's going to be what it's going to be tonight. As long as the capture works, that's all I really care about. Not just a nerd, but the full nerd. Robert, I imagine, are you a full nerd enjoyer? Do you watch the PC World podcast? Because it's excellent. So let me say hi to everybody. Lone Vaquero, how's it going? All Factors 5, JWNA 4, welcome, welcome. I will continue that in a second. One moment. There seems to be a bit of a delay in my voice being fed back to me, which drives me crazy. And it wasn't happening earlier, but I've done a lot here, so it's I just probably need to reset that before the next stream. Let's see. What's up, Skeeter? What's up, Tough? Emina, how's it going? Welcome. Got the Cheesy Bites Pizza and Ranch flight from Pizza Hut tonight. Interesting. Not a big fan of Pizza Hut. Tomorrow, but you know, they're all right. Tomorrow I'm going to be loading off my music on a USB thumb drive. Okay. No longer be tied down to any streaming service. Ah, freedom. The real Liberation Day. We running the King 95? We are. Yes. As you can tell, it's not behind me anymore, so. Coco Pelly Bob, welcome. Lone Vaquero, I already said hi to you. Sorry. Feel like the video quality is better. It's different. These are different settings. This is different. It's not, yeah. So I'm using Meld right now. This build is awesome, Links. Absolutely. Yo, Capella Bob, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. I don't have any alert set up. I don't have chat showing set up. This is just meant to be me testing this PC before I have to send it off. So, Burgerville Cheeseburger. Okay. Now, YouTube land. What's going on, everybody? Let me scroll up. Okay. John Paul Bacon, welcome. Robert Fixit, welcome over there as well. Thank you for being on. Ariam, did I see you on both? No. Oh, thank you for being there. I appreciate it. I said I responded to something else. Let's see. Gojira, welcome. How's it going? Adam Williams, what's going on? And Alice, welcome. Peter, welcome. BR Paradox, what's up? How's it going? Everybody welcome BR Paradox, or Paradox Customs, as they are also known. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, as I mentioned to you when we were talking earlier, everything went great with the stream until it didn't. My 14900K is toast. It's been cooked for months. The microcode did it dirty. Like half a year ago, it started having issues, and it's just whatever, you know. But that started causing, it was capture. I was having a problem with capturing the other PC, this PC. So the rest of the stream, unboxing it, inspecting it, everything looked really good. It was a very impressive build. And adef was there for that. And also we got on a call together and we had a nice interview, a nice chat. I wouldn't call it an interview. We were really just talking back and forth, but that went for a while. And it was, eventually we were talking while I was trying to troubleshoot being able to show the PC. So we're going to rerun some of the stuff we ran already yesterday. But I got to tell you, adef is stoked for this PC. Super excited. Christopher Crawford, congrats on your first chat. Welcome. That sounded so much better than the last sound effect. Hey, I did the other one manually. Thanks a lot. Okay, I don't want to see those notifications. Please stop with the notifications. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let me get that turned down as well. Just a little too much noise in my ears. So I haven't used Wavelink for my audio controls for a long time. It's changed quite a bit. And let me just say, I got a lot of learning to do. I have a lot of learning to do. There is a big learning curve ahead of me. But it's okay. I might move the Rodecaster Pro 2 over here this is probably where I'm going to be streaming from here on out instead of my other setup over there, unless I get that PC replaced. This guy right here. Okay. Anyway, this right here is the PC. This is it. You can't really see it that well, I just realized. It'd be a good idea to lock the wheels on my desk here. Well, if you want a good look at the PC, you can watch the VOD from yesterday. We got a really good look at it. We powered it up. I have changed this to adef's favorite colors on the RGB, favorite color on the RGB, which is orange. And I didn't want it to just be the single color. adef can change this if he wants to. But one of the best complements to orange is, well, the complement to orange is blue. So I did this nice glowing cyan effect, scanning through the, it's just, it looks sick. You're gonna have to take my word for it. Is there an audio lag? Bop, bop. Maybe. I don't know. What's up, Northern Lights? How's it going? Those burning AMD X3D CPU. Anyone got one? Get one? Those are very rare, and they've fixed that issue. We need to clip both Tuesday and last night's stream issues, upload them to YouTube as microcode issues in real time or something like that, and then whenever someone's being stubborn about wanting a 13.4... Oh, yeah, maybe. Ghost Poner, what's up? Yeah, we did just talk geeky stuff. It was great. I think the audio lag started once I went live. I think it started once I went live. I think that's what happened. Also, there's probably gonna be issues here. So I'm using Meld right now. And Meld is pretty cool. It's got some really cool features, but one thing it doesn't have, because you can multi-stream on it, but you can't use separate bit rates for each stream. So right now it's basically trying to stream to Twitch at about 25K. That's not, Twitch doesn't let you do that. Even though I can stream in 4K on Twitch, it doesn't let you do that high of a bit rate. But there's no way to set it differently from the YouTube stream. So there's probably some lag going on. But yeah, Paradox, I hope you're doing well. How are things over on your end? You still traveling? I don't think the problem was on Intel. They tried to let people know who were promoting the chips. It seemed like a lot of people, even including Gamers Nexus, didn't understand what Intel was sending out. What Intel should have done was to say, hey, we messed up. This is a known issue. We're going to go ahead and stop denying RMAs for a known issue, which is something they did for a long time. Intel is not in the clear on this when it comes to 13th and 14th gen. Core Ultra 200S has been good, though. I haven't seen any issues like that. Damn, that cam looks sexy. Man's got the LUT. What's up, Manly Reviews? How's it going? Funny thing. So this setup right here is, I threw this together. My stream last night, like that's my main PC over there. It's got a cooked 14900K, like, you know, the microcode issues. It's been causing me stream issues for a long time now. So I just set this whole thing up. My lighting isn't great. And I'm using Meld instead of OBS, and there's no LUTs. I just had to mess with like saturation and brightness and contrast, and this is where I arrived at here with this. Were those desktop only? Yeah. As far as I know, I don't think... Were there laptop issues for 14th gen? Or 13th and 13th gen? I don't recall. But yeah, so cool thing about Meld is that you know, I've got stuff like this going on here. Like transitions like that. That's just something you can do by just positioning stuff and then transitioning from one scene to the next. It's really cool. Like, here we go. Whoa! These are just... It looks like I'm moving the camera. This is just a separate scene. And it does the transition between the two automatically. So Meld is pretty cool. It's just... I'm worried about the bitrate situation. So we'll see. Is it eye tracking to make your head in frame? I don't know what you're talking about. That's actually just my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I have that set up as my face cam, and it does track, which is helpful when I'm unboxing stuff and putting things on the desk and moving around and doing all that. It helps, or, you know, doing my top-down camera if I'm looking at a PC, you know, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool for that. If it loses track of my face, though, it doesn't get it back automatically. It doesn't start. It takes... You gotta, like, double tap on it. It's really annoying. It's not meant for this, really. But it works. Well, this camera right here is my FX3. So yeah, this one doesn't track. This is my main face cam. This one doesn't track. The DJI is right next to it. So this is my FX3 cinema camera. Yeah, it's a yes. It's overkill for this, but remember, I'm more of a YouTuber than a streamer, so yeah. Well, you know about that too, don't you? I don't feel like laptop CPUs get near the power of a desktop CPU. I feel like you're correct, Ghost Poner, by definition. Absolutely. I'll trade my A7S III for your FX3. Why? It's the same sensor. You're fine. You've got a great camera there. I mean, that's what I was looking at before the FX3 was announced. I like the tally lights, yes, and multiple options for record buttons. You know, all that. It is nice. Yeah. Hope you come back and be here. I was also a 91B way back in the day. Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys are having a conversation about that stuff. Okay. But yeah, the tally lights are awesome. I've been burned by the lack of those in other cameras before. It's pretty annoying. So what we're doing here, this is, for those who don't know, who weren't here for previous streams, I met adef who is a longtime Twitch streamer and also now a YouTuber since like a year or two ago. A couple years ago, he started doing YouTube, and he basically talks about the math that makes video games work, and it's really interesting. I'm not a math guy myself, but I'm nerdy enough to where it's fascinating for me to watch that content. But adef has been making that content for a really long time on nearly a literal potato PC, like a 3700X and a 1080 Mini, a GTX 1080 Mini that he's had for many years. And he's been doing, you know, all of his, you know, green screen background replacement and editing and everything, all that stuff, all the stuff he does on that PC. So when I caught wind of that, I was like, let me talk to some SIs. Let me see who can help you out. And Paradox stepped up to the plate and said, all right, we're going to hook him up. And this is the PC right here. It is an Intel Core Ultra 9 285K 24 cores of content creation goodness. And because it's Intel and not AMD, like a 9950X 3D, when you start doing a game stream, it doesn't cut off half your cores, which is awesome. We like that. So, plus a 5080, an RTX 5080, 64 gigs of DDR5 6000, and a beautiful, everything else is just gorgeous white components in here to make it a really nice, aesthetically pleasing build. I just got a shipment of Conductonaut Extreme for a laptop repaste today. Nice. I have not messed with Conductonaut yet. Oh, no, not Conductonaut. Duranaut. Duranaut is the new one from them. I want to get that stuff. But yeah, I mostly use KPX. KPX is really good. But if you know who... Okay, well, yeah, I guess I could talk about thermal paste a little too long, honestly. But if you know who Splave is, Splave the overclocker, he's come out with his own thermal paste with really interesting properties to it. Are you saying Intel doesn't hardcore parked cores? They do not, Ruru2. That is correct. What's up, Tiger Lily? Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate. Yeah, I got to meet Splave at CES this year. The dude, he's like... the guy's gigantic. He's the size of... If like Arnold Schwarzenegger ate Sylvester Stallone and just took on that mass. That's Splave. Dude is huge, but also a very gentle giant, super nice guy. And was one of the best overclockers in the world. The most highly awarded overclocker in the world, actually. And he's doing his own PC company, all that stuff. It's going to be really niche, highly overclocked PCs for true enthusiasts. Very cool stuff. Everything B puts together is awesomeness. Well, in this case, what I put together was adef plus Paradox Customs. And I was like, now, have fun. Here you go. I just get to review the thing, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at the system, and I have L-Connect 3 open, so we're going to be taking a look at the system. I'm going to rerun the thermals. I'm going to rerun the stress testing, and we're not going to just hit it a little bit. We're going to run Cinebench R23 and Furmark at the same time, so both the CPU and the GPU are hit with maximum load. And that we're going to see what it can do thermally. And then we're going to run maybe some synthetic benchmarks, but then also just some games. See how this thing does. Put it through its paces, man. We already saw the awesome build quality last night. We saw the awesome cable management last night. So that stuff, it's in the VOD, but it's going to be in the eventual video too, if you want to see that then. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. So let's go ahead and hop on over here. So why do I have that selected? That annoys me. No, don't do that. Don't move that. You don't need to move that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here. What was I going to run? So first, we're going to go ahead and run Cinebench R23 and, well, actually, let me get hardware info 64 going. We're going to go sensors only. But listen, this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time because I'll tell you something. I know what it's like, and I talked about this last night, but I know what it's like to, you're in your flow state. Your creative flow is good. The creative juices are flowing, you know, all that stuff. And then your software starts to just tank. It starts to lag. You're running out of RAM. Your cores can't handle it. GPU can't hack it. And nothing kills the creative flow like your tools failing you. So what I want to do is I want to lock on to content creators who are suffering from this as well. You guys know I already do giveaways to you guys' community when it comes to PCs. We run giveaways as often as I can manage it. We haven't had one in a while because GPU shortages have been really bad. But we did 3 of them in Q4 of last year. 3 PC giveaways. I always want to help you guys out too. But what also makes sense to me is connecting content creators who need a solid PC with system integrators that want to help them out. And in that process, I get to review the system as well. So we get to evaluate it before it ever gets sent to the content creator. I mean, it's really just the best of all worlds. I was shocked to see GPU prices right now. Yeah, they're going to get worse. As of yesterday, they're going to be getting worse soon. Yeah. It's a supply issue, and at this point also a taxation issue. Considering selling the old 4080, I would not do that. I would hold on to that. You just hold on to that for dear life. It'll serve you well still. If your stuff's not broken, run what you brung. Wait until Q3, Q4, and you know what? Talk to me about it when that day comes. I'll see if I can point you in the right direction, or you know, we'll collaborate on something. That would be a lot of fun. Yo, Manly Reviews just subscribed to my YouTube channel. That's funny. I know that name. Yes, the tariffs. Yes. Oh, and then we got an ad break there. I'm literally just running everything off of 4090 Lenovo 7i. i7? Is that their nomenclature? Haven't felt the need to go back to desktop. You what, mate? You have a desk, right? I've seen your timelines, man. Ain't no way that laptop has enough system memory to keep up with all those preview frames. Oh my God. Oh, you're probably using proxies. All right. Yeah, you're probably using proxies. Okay. Guys, you have no idea the kind of editing that Manly Reviews does for his videos. I mean, anyone who watches his videos knows, because you love to show your timeline. I know that. But that's okay. All right. Hey, I'm not judging. The last 2 vids are on the laptop, no proxies. I mean, hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it works, it works. Christopher Crawford, well, no rebuilds for me. Yeah, you got to take some time. You got to wait for that. This too shall pass. I don't know if prices are going to get any better, but availability will. especially because of the prices, because people won't be able to afford them. Okay, let's get back to what I was doing. I can definitely tell people with laptop have real good eyesight for now, but no, I mean, you've got it hooked up to a big monitor, so yeah. As long as you have like a dock setup or you dock it or whatever, just connect your stuff. I mean, it's like just a really small PC, but yeah. What's up? I finally gave in. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Okay, what was I doing here? I got distracted. Okay, so I got in... Sorry, I distracted myself. Yeah, absolutely. Should already have Cinebench on here. I believe I already installed it yesterday, but whatever. Yeah. So this thing scored insanely high. In Cinebench R23, 40,202 points. Yeah, that's really good. So we are going to be running. We're going to go here, go to advanced benchmark. All right, and we're just going to run. We already have a score here, so we're just going to run. I'm not going to actually fully run it for 30 minutes, but we're going to start this, and then I'm going to run Furmark. And we'll be hitting both the CPU and the GPU with maximum power. Unlimited power. Yeah. Mr. Pickles. Hello, Mr. Pickles. Yeah, 40K. It's pretty damn good. I have to buy one part at a time now. I mean, some people do that in the best of times. Okay. Yes, I'm going here for Furmark. Ew, Copilot. No. Yeah. No, I got this. All right. I know I installed Furmark in here. I just forget what is it? All right. Okay. It should be in the downloads then, so we'll just go there. Oh, it might be actually here. No. All right. There we go. I'll run this at 1440p, RTX 5080. And we are going to, let's reset our min-max average values and timer. I shouldn't have done that because now the CPU is still running Cinebench. Indeed it is. It's okay. We just need to see that it doesn't thermal throttle. That's all that matters here. All that matters is thermal throttling and whether it happens or not. That's it. All right, there's the fuzzy donut right there. There's the eye of Sauron, kind of. Okay, let's get rid of the ones we don't need. All right, CPU. Core temperatures. We're actually going to get rid of this, and we're just going to look at core temperatures. Oh my god, okay, yeah. There we go. Now we have core temps and GPU temps right here. So, when it comes to the CPU and the GPU, what are the temperatures you want to stay under? I'll tell you. Thanks. I'm glad you asked. Generally for the CPU, you want to stay under 100 degrees Celsius as like that maximum. Now, if you were looking at 13th or 14th gen Intel, they set those up to race to 100 degrees Celsius and then start to modulate the frequencies to stay there. To sort of, yeah. And for anyone who'd been looking, working on PCs for a long time, that was a paradigm shift none of us wanted, because we were used to like, no, keep the temps as low as possible, then start working your frequency upwards. Now AMD did the same thing. Like their CPUs all go to 95 degrees Celsius and then figure out their frequencies. Anyway, so but still you want to kind of stay under 90 if you can. With Core Ultra 200S. Not to say that it's bad if it hits 100. It's designed to operate at 100 degrees Celsius without problems. Okay? But still, helping with temperatures means increased frequencies, better longevity, all that good stuff. With the GPU, it is a different story. Okay? With the GPU, you want to stay under 80 degrees Celsius. There you go. Simple. Nice and simple. And yes, we are concurrently running here. I'll move this down so you can see this. We are also running Cinebench. I just want Cinnabon. It's terrible. Cinnabon's terrible. Why do I want it? So yes, you see we're running both of those. Okay, so our CPU package has only hit a maximum of 80 degrees Celsius. It should creep up some more. That's going to be totally normal. We're still at a very healthy temperature there. And our GPU has only maxed out at 73.4 degrees Celsius. So, still good on both. Chat, why is there 23 people, only 4 likes? Smash like. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. And it's okay. I honestly didn't, for this, since I'm doing this for like the second time, I didn't expect to have as much viewership as the first stream. I think what's going to do well on this one is going to be the final video. Now, I want y'all to remember something. Okay, I mean, if you've been here for the PC matchmaking streams where I basically have viewers fill out a form answering questions that they should be asking themselves before they purchase a PC, by the way. And then they get on the list and I help them one-on-one. One by one, we go through, I find the right pre-built or PC part picker list for a DIY build, either way. Now, those are the streams that generally do really well. As you can imagine, I mean, people want to get help with PCs. But if you've been here for those, you've heard me recommend Paradox quite a few times, and there's a reason for that. You know, everyone in the community who has bought from Paradox has had great feedback for them. That in our Discord, we have a group of channels called SI Testimonials, where every SI that's been requested for that list, and other ones that I just wanted to put in there myself, have their own channel where people can give direct first-person reviews, including things like pictures, support emails if they want, if there's like a bad experience on support or good experience on support, doesn't matter. You're getting real testimonials from real buyers there, rather than stuff that you just find on the internet, which who even knows at that point. Paradox does really well, and that goes very far with me, because that's you guys. That's the swarm, man. That's my own community. That's our community. So if you are thinking about a mid-tier, high-end, mid-tier or high-end PC for yourself, Paradox excels at those. They have some that are more entry-level as well, and those are great too. And their configurator is awesome. If you're considering that, one way that you can support what I do is by saving money, which is great. If you look in the coupon codes section of the Discord, I have coupon codes with a bunch of system integrators so that I don't show favoritism, basically. You know, I'm not going to just recommend one over and over and over just because I get a kickback from it. No. You guys know how I am whenever you gift subs or don't do donos or anything like that. It's always weird for me, but that's because this stuff's already expensive, man. You shouldn't be just giving me money. I'm going to talk about computers regardless. So if you do want to support what I do, I feel better if you do it by saving money. So that's why I have codes with so many different SIs. And the code for Paradox is just the name, Braythorn. So if you're looking for a PC like that, mid-tier, high-end, or also even some entry-level PCs as well, their build quality is awesome. Their service is awesome. And their packaging was nice too. It's double boxed. The outer box did not have a bunch of labeling on it that said, hey, I'm a gaming PC. Kick me over field goal. Let's go. Like, no, it's nice and safe packaging, all that good stuff, which is good because I get to package this thing back up and send it over to adef soon. How is Benchmarks going? Well, we're just getting started with it. And right now I'm just hammering this thing. We're just stress testing it. And yeah, it looks like our maximum temperature is still so far 73.6 degrees Celsius for overall GPU temperature. Now, let me see. Of course, we don't have a reliable GPU hotspot temperature reading anymore because they removed that for 50 series. Thank you, NVIDIA. Maximum temp on the CPU has only crept up 2 degrees in the last 7 minutes and 45 seconds of consistently running a ridiculous synthetic benchmark that is Cinebench R23. So, what's up, Braxton? How's it going? Welcome. That's the wrong mouse. Angry Beaver, what's up, bud? How's it going? How you been? It's so... Skeeter's talking about Cinnabon. It's so good, though. Can't have Cinnabon once I don't stop. Someone has to physically stop me from going back there. Skeeter, there used to be this place in San Antonio called Lulu's Cafe. They shut down during the pandemic, unfortunately. They had a 5-pound cinnamon roll. And something happens when you make a cinnamon roll that big. I think it literally has its own gravity at that point, because in the center, it creates this core of crystallized cinnamon and sugar. It's insane. I miss that place. I used to be able to get one of those and just like have cinnamon roll for breakfast for a week. Yeah. Not the healthiest option out there. Let's go, my friend. Hope you and the family are doing well. Yeah, actually, yes. Things are going better for sure. Christopher Crawford, thank you for hitting like on YouTube. I appreciate that. It is, it's nice to be liked. Thank you. What was I going to do? I was going to do something. What was it? Don't know. We're really just sitting here while this thing tries to cook itself, and the cooling in the case refuses to allow that. So we're chilling. Braxton says, looked at Paradox site today. They have some high-end rigs. They do. But don't sleep on their mid-tier. They're some of the best mid-tier deals you can get as well. If you're looking for some of that boutique experience, but you know, not all the boutique costs, Paradox really shines in that spot right there. Skeeter, thank you for the 200 biddies. You know, here, I'm going to use these effects more. Skeeter Gaming, thank you for the 200 biddies. Thank you. I should just say bits if I'm going to use this effect and slow it down and use a lower tone of voice. That was a little bit... Okay, that was a little bit much. A little bit much. I feel like I've heard of that place and I've never been to Texas. Yeah, it was on Man vs. Food. That's why. It's probably why you heard about it. I used to love that show. Brian Rhodes, welcome. How's it going? Gojira says, lol, my aunt has old HP. I need to go install Linux for her. I was the first like, at least in my window. Thank you, Gojira. I appreciate that. Still waiting on DaVinci Resolve to release full support for the RTX 50 series cards. That's unfortunate. But I mean, I can imagine it's not a huge priority because, like, how many people actually have them? Not a lot. Hopefully we'll go to Texas at some point. Just don't do it during the summer. Texas summer is the absolute worst. Well, 83 degrees Celsius maximum. And I think our GPU has reached equilibrium at 73.8 Celsius. Now, to explain these, Cinebench R23 is by Maxon. They make Cinema 4D, things like that. So this is tile-based rendering here. And it is all CPU bound. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is really pushing the CPU to its limits. There aren't any gaming workloads that will ever do this to your CPU. Let's put it that way. But remember that adef is a full-time content creator and will be doing heavy video editing, and cores can help with that 100%. Besides, Intel also gets QuickSync, which is always going to give them make them a plus in my book when it comes to using Adobe Premiere Pro in particular. Anyway, so we're going here and looking at, now we're looking at the fuzzy donut side of things here. And FurMark is, as I've mentioned before, is essentially a power virus for your GPU. It's just a power virus for your GPU. That's all it is. It just cranks as much power draw as the GPU can handle, which of course, energy, it is turned to heat, right? So that's cranking out as much heat as it possibly can to test that cooling solution. And I'm going to be honest, the GPU we have in here, which is the MSI, you can't actually see the box, the Ventus 3X. The Ventus 3X is not MSI's largest cooling solution on a GPU. It's actually just like 2.5 slot card, a 2.5 slot cooling solution. That's it. Some of these are getting up to, you know, 4 slots, all that, 3, 4 slots. And looking at looking at this, GPU temps are fantastic. Our average power draw on the GPU is 351 watts, and our average temperature is 71.5 degrees Celsius. That's really good. But what helps, of course, is the case. And this case is a case that many of you guys have seen many times. It's the Lian Li O11 Dynamic Evo RGB. This thing is designed through and through to be one of the best dual chamber cases when it comes to cooling your system. And we have 3 dedicated fans along the bottom here that are just pushing fresh air right up into that GPU's cooling solution. And of course, we have fresh air coming in from the side intake as well, which is feeding, you know, unheated air. That, you know, you're getting heated air, ambient heat from the GPU because it sort of splashes out all around it. But you get extra fresh air from the side intakes there, which is going to let this 360 millimeter all-in-one liquid cooler up here cool off that CPU, and of course our rear exhaust. And this is hot. Like, this is very warm air coming out of this rear exhaust fan. And the radiator is even warmer. Well, actually, no, it's a little bit cool because it's spread over a longer exhaust. Anyway, whatever. It's doing the thing. Hey, y'all. It's doing the thing. That's the words I would say. And I said them. San Antonio used to be incredible. San Antonio is still incredible. Go to San Antonio, eat at the Flying Saucer. Get the Bavarian pretzel. It's amazing. Is it Bavarian? I don't know. Get the big soft pretzel thing with the mustard dip and the cheese dip. And oh, man. Their pizza's really good, too. There's a ton of great restaurants in San Antonio. And there's also interesting landmarks to check out. You go to the Alamo, check it out. Do whatever. You know, it's a fun town. Go to the Riverwalk. It is a fantastic town. Part of me wishes I lived there. I don't, though. No, really, I don't. Went to medical school there. Well, yeah, it's still nice. Just so you know. It is still nice. I mean, a salty pretzel plus mustard. Don't get me. Oh, yeah. No. It's really good. I think we've run this long enough, chat. What do y'all think? We have not gone above... Well, okay, just then it ticked up to 84 degrees Celsius. But our average is still 79 degrees Celsius on the CPU. Now, core temperatures are lower. So the CPU package is the temperature I'm talking about when I say average of 79 Celsius, max of 84. For core temperatures, it is lower at 82 Celsius and 72 degrees Celsius for maximum and average, respectively. Let's look at our frequencies. Max frequency hit 5.4 gigahertz. And what about power draw? Do I have that here? Oh, that's core voltages. Ah, here we go. 250. No. That's not right. 236 watts is the current core power, but the CPU overall package power 248, and the average is 240 watts. The Bavarian in there has these like cheesy potato puff things that are to die for. They're so good. I want to go to Frankenmuth. That sounds like a place you just made up. I think you just made that up. I don't think that's the real place. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure I was on the right scene here. Just been dealing with a lot of work. Sorry to hear that. That sucks, because it's like dealing with work BS sucks because you're just gonna like go back there. It's like I have to come back to this place, man. Yeah, I feel for you, 100%. I grew up from Houston to Galveston. Okay, it's pretty. That's that kind of area. Yeah, Galveston being pretty close to Houston there. This makes me want to go Intel and Nvidia now. Well, good luck going Nvidia. And good luck. Now, the thing is, this is a 5080, and finding a 5080 at MSRP, the only two cards you can find at MSRP is like the 5070 and 5070 Ti that you'll see listed at the MSRP that was advertised in NVIDIA's keynote. You can't really get them though, but by late Q2, early Q3, we should see availability much improved. 5080 though, they're all being pushed up in price, and let me tell you, as of yesterday, more tariffs being announced. We are being directly affected, and PC prices are going up. They are going up for individual components or pre-builts. It doesn't matter. It's all going up. It's even more when you're the manager. Yeah, been there too. Okay, I'm going to call this good. Nobody answered me in chat when I was like, what do you guys think? Are we good? I mean, I guess I could just say yes, but, you know, I like to get y'all involved. It's a super cool old... Oh, so you're talking about Frankenmuth. It's a super cool old German immigrant town near Flint, Michigan. They have all sorts of cool shops and things there. It's especially cool in the winter. They go crazy for Christmas because the biggest store there called Bronner's. It's like the size of 2 Walmarts, and it's all Christmas stuff 365 days a year. Ari needs to never find out about that. Well, she's more into Halloween, really, but holidays in general. I've already seen a couple of sites posting about the tariffs affecting prices, and good for them on the transparency. How much more are the tariffs going up? I'm not going to say it depends on who you ask, but we could be looking at, what was it, like 35% more than the previous tariffs for China, for anything manufactured in China. Some manufacturing is moving to Taiwan, but that's going to be just like 10% less. Temps are rocking, says Gojira. Much agreed. Look at that. Max still stayed maxed out at 84 degrees Celsius. I'm telling you, even if you're exporting a video, you're not going to be doing that for, we've been going for 24 minutes. Generally, you're not going to be exporting video for that line. A lot of it happens on the GPU anyway. But yeah, no, this is absolutely fine. And here's the funny thing, everybody. According to this bar right here, because it's above our previous score, the score has gone up. I can't see that score unless I literally let this timer run out, which I could. We can wait another 6 minutes and 30 seconds. But that's crazy. After running for, 24 minutes, the score is going up from pass to pass. That's not normal. It looks like it's currently at 40,503 points. It went up by 301 points. What the heck, man? That's crazy. But what's up, Philip Walling? How's it going? We're honor. How's the water in Flint? Well, they're not in Flint. They're talking about a town that's near Flint. And from what I understand, not very good. I don't know what happened to my music there. Pretty sure still leaded LMAO. I steer clear of Flint. I grew up in Detroit. Most cities I'm comfortable in. Chicago, Detroit, sure. Flint, no thanks. All right. So I was able to hover over this and get the score and see that we were up by about 300 points. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Let's hit, no, actually, let me just get a final look at our numbers here for the VOD. Okay. Max temperature has gotten an 84 average at 73 degrees Celsius over about 25 minutes. Well, this says 23 minutes, 48 seconds, but max GPU temperature has hit 75.3 Celsius, averaging at 72.4. All is well, and I think I'm good with that. What kind of frame rate are we getting here? It was like 200, average 277 FPS. Nice. Let's go ahead and go to... What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why'd you get off the Wi-Fi? What's wrong with you? What? Dude, 3D Mark was updated before. Why does it need an update now? What's wrong with you? All right, it's doing its thing. I'm buying a new PC in 7 months. That's very specific, Zintech. Hopefully things have stabilized by then. Flint, Michigan. If the lead in bullets doesn't get you, the lead in the water will. That's really something. Oh, that's something. All right. Okay, that'll do. 7 months to be Black Friday. Ah, I got you. Okay. You guys think I should do another Black Friday deal? That was really fun last time. I damn do this Discord. Maybe be a cool talking point. What do you want to replace your primary PC with? What's your build look like? It looks a lot like this. Core Ultra 9, 285K. I don't want to be dealing with any core parking during my streams. I don't game in most of my streams, but I do in some of them. But really, you know, just solid video editing with quick sync, and just lots of RAM. I could probably take the RAM out of this. I have a 96 gig kit in this one. I could put that in there. It would probably look a lot like this one. Maybe not the same case, just because I might put this one on top of my desk and this. I don't know. I'd have to figure out the case. I think maybe no, I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. But I don't have my heart set on a 5090. I might just migrate my 4090 into there from my current main system. But I have noticed that it doesn't allow me to run more than three monitors right now, and I do need to run more than that because I generally have it set up to 2 areas here, and oh, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I just, you know, I've basically given up on getting a 5090 until like Q3, Q4, if I get one. But then, you know, that's just what that is. It's okay. But what's up, Mikey? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, I really just want to. I mean, look, pie in the sky thing would be like, I don't know, modern Threadripper for video editing, but that's going to be a thing where it's like, I would need to probably work directly with AMD on something like that, because I can't rightly expect either a high volume or boutique builder to part with a high-end Threadripper system where they could make, I don't know, $8,000-9,000 out of it. Well, not make that much, but that would be the revenue anyway. But yeah, no, Core Ultra 285K, it's really an awesome video editing CPU, but so is a 265K. So, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't rightly know. I would really need to think about it. Okay, now we can launch 3D Mark. Let's do that. You weren't here when I mentioned this, but I think I said it on Twitter. I've had to build an entirely new stream setup today. This is not even OBS I'm using right now. I'm using Meld right now, which is why the transitions look a little different. I don't have chat on the screen, all that. I did it as fast as I could. My OBS build is something I've been cultivating for years at this point. So, it's, yeah. I really like the transitions in Meld, though. Like this right here, I like that. And it's a lot easier to set up than you might think. No need for plugins or anything. But the thing is, I also like OBS plugins because of the granularity, how much you can... Like, I don't have a lot of granularity to setting up how that works. It wouldn't work exactly as you see if I did. It works enough, though. I know I hit launch. So, like, what's the damn deal? I did, didn't I? You guys were watching. You should know. Just why I asked, just saw that. Yeah. This is not an ideal system I'm streaming on. It's good, but for the this is a great system for streaming the way I'm streaming now, where I streamline some stuff. But on my normal streaming setup, I'm running a lot of stuff at once, a lot, and more than the average streamer would. So I don't know. It's not the ideal setup for that. Also, I mean, I would probably get this thing to run out of memory. You know, it's the 32 gigs, but most people wouldn't. You know what I mean? I like to have complex and complex streams. I usually have too many sources. I just got too much stuff going on usually. I need to simplify. Maybe this is exactly what I needed. The only thing right now is I feel guilty because my buddy Finite Singularity, his whole thing is making plugins for OBS, and I can't use those in Meld. I need to see if he's worked with them at all yet. Absolutely do another Black Friday. Yeah. What if Jeff sends you 4 to build this time? No, thank you. That would be 4 streams because I'm never doing 2 PCs in one stream again. You know they're not going to put Windows on the drives again. They're going to do that again. I don't know why this took so long. Initial setup, I guess. We're going to do Speedway. Oh, I have to buy it, I guess. No, we're not going to do Speedway then. What's the more recent ones? I guess Steel. Let's do. I've never looked at Steel Nomad. Let's run that. I honestly have not worked with 3D Mark for a while. We're just going to run a few of these just so I can get these scores down. Guys, remember, I'm not huge on benchmarks. This hardware has been benchmarked before, but I do want to get some of these in case there's anything egregious that's like, oh, that's not very good. You know, that kind of stuff. What's up, El Sebas? Thank you for the lurk. Welcome to the stream. That has been happening to me when running 3D Mark at times. If that happens, I can help if you want. Steel Nomad and Speedway are the most recent ones. Got it. Okay. We'll run Steel Nomad. I'd like to run the ray tracing one, but I'm not going to buy it. So, yeah. I already... Yeah. So, a reminder for you guys out there. This PC is going to adef. A buddy of mine I met at TwitchCon last year that he's built his whole YouTube channel and streamed for 10 years. Well, he didn't have the system for 10 years. The 1080 Mini has been out for 10 years, but it was a DIY build of his. He was doing all that on a 3700X and a 1080 Mini and 32 gigs of RAM. That right there is a message to everyone. Even though I make all these recommendations for content creation systems when someone says they want to do that, you can do it on any PC. It's just there'll be varying degrees of alacrity to the software. Okay, it's going to be slower on lower end PCs, but it doesn't mean you can't start. But basically, our boy's going from 8 cores to 24. Oh, he's excited. He's real excited. Love the last Black Friday builds. I mean, it was fun. And maybe I could do it like a one day and then the next day kind of thing. But doing 2 builds in one stream, I'm not built for that. Okay, so let's check out Steel Nomad. We don't need to enable sound. Does this have like the... Okay, there's not a thing to toggle off. Like the intro thing or whatever. Okay. Yo, they have Explorer mode? That's super cool. Discover secrets. Man, I need to mess with this a little more. All right, let's run this. Let me reset this here. I can do that if unbothered by everything else. Yeah, it's just, it's real tiring to do that, be entertaining, manage a stream, all that. Like, Roby does so well at this stuff, but, I mean, he does have, I believe he generally has 1 or 2 people helping him out with the stream and stuff like that, so he's got a team. He's got a team. But the thing is, that doesn't make as big a difference as you might think. Roby is probably the hardest working content creator I've ever met. Although I have met Linus, and that dude at CES is like a whirlwind. But no, Roby, like he will go, like whenever he's done things where he goes to a thing and he's sponsored by Intel, they'll have him on the stage like 4 times a day doing something or other. It's crazy. He's just nonstop. It's one of the hardest working people I've ever met. Much respect to that guy. It's one of my favorite human beings. One works as well. Yeah. I don't know. I liked having two systems because that was two budgets. You know, there was the one was like what, $12.99. The other one was $19.99. That was, I think, worked out really well. Well, it did because they all got bought out, which was cool. As someone who benchmarks specifically, I did learn that actual gaming performance is completely different, and I was definitely wrong about leaning on benchmarks. That's what I'm saying. $20 loops? No. What? No, I didn't want that. Don't want that. No, wrong one. I guess it was really short. Let's just do it. Let's just send it. I don't see a setting to change the number of runs, so whatever. Oh, I hit run stress test, didn't I? Not just run. Yeah, that was me. That was 100% me. Okay. My bad. Like I said, I have not messed with 3D Mark in a while. The only thing I think I don't want to run into again with doing a Black Friday system, because I chose the 9800X3D for the higher end system, we were limited to like 50 of those. We were somewhat limited on the ones for the $12.99 system as well, but not as. But I would like it to basically be something that they can sell as many as there are orders. That's tough to do when I'm picking the parts though, because they have to be able to allocate those parts. But I think if it's planned out early enough, then it's possible. This is a pretty cool looking benchmark. I guess I'll have to get Speedway at some point. So building a rig to play Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts should be easy. Not if you're trying to buy a GPU right now. Unless you live near a micro center that just so happens to have them or just got a shipment. We don't get to see how this ends? That's terrible. What happens to him? Okay, 7964 for DirectX 12. Okay. Now, just so you know, the GPU, not overclocked in any way. Temperatures were good. Let's see our hardware info 64. Max GPU temperature 71.9 Celsius. That works for me. Let's go back to benchmarks. We can do Port Royal. So that's going to be our ray tracing benchmark. Let's run that. No, don't include the demo. Thank you. I just gotta, nobody ever does easy mark. I don't do many synthetic benchmarks in general. I do synthetic stress testing. But synthetic benchmarks, I'm just doing them here because I have them on here. Might as well. Oh, Mikey, I don't know if you're still watching, but there's one thing I didn't mention. We were saying, what does a new personal build look like? It's probably going to be in... I would probably want it to be in the Thermaltake Tower 600 in Future Dusk. That case took my breath away. It is so nice. I like the Taro Y70, but y'all know how I feel about Height's Y series of cases when it comes to content creation and streaming. Not ideal, because I like PCIe adding cards. Robert, if you're still here, did they get your box over there? Or is it on its way? What's up, Crash? How's it going? Thoughts on Nintendo pricing? The games are too expensive. Like, whatever... Like, I understand the new carts are faster. They're still pennies each, probably. It's not valid to raise prices by 20 bucks, 30 bucks for that. But I do really like the hardware. I like what they did with the Switch 2. I'm looking forward to seeing what aftermarket companies do with the Joy-Cons to make more comfortable Joy-Cons. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Well, I guess no, it still has... It doesn't have the slide-in thing anymore. So you're not necessarily going to be able to have things like what I use. I use a Nexigo sort of cradle thing that you just slide the Switch into. But you're going to see separate Joy-Cons with better grips on them. My problem with the Switch is the grip on the Joy-Con. My hands get sore after a while. The games are too expensive and the tariffs. I mean, that's... You just repeated yourself there, because that's going to affect things too. Not bad, Bray. I'm about to make some banana milk. Okay. I'm just running a benchmark here, seeing how this PC's doing. Excited to get this thing to its new owner. You know, I had to rebuild my entire stream on a different PC all in one day, not even a full day. I managed to do it. I made it happen, and here we are. We're streaming. I do miss having chat from Twitch chat right up here. Sorry, YouTube chat. Twitch doesn't allow it. But I miss having Twitch chat up here. So I'll have to fix that at some point. Okay, 20,995. There we go. I usually run TimeSpy or TimeSpy Extreme. Let me install this. That's running great. That says 0%, and it's stayed there. But I finally gave in. What's up? How's it going? Box is not shipped as yet. Okay. I'll message them in the morning. It was supposed to be like the next day. Just lurking while I eat some food. I appreciate you. Look. You say whatever you want about the Nintendo Direct. We're getting Silksong in 2025. That 3 seconds of that over an hour long Nintendo Direct, that three seconds made it all worth it for me. Also, I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and we're getting another Hyrule Warriors. It's not my favorite type of Zelda game, clearly. But it's a Dynasty Warriors thing, right? I didn't really play Dynasty Warriors, but I did play Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and I really liked the going away from canon kind of thing that they did, sort of the alternate timeline thing they did. It was super cool. But they stated that Age of Imprisonment is going to be, or Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is going to be canon. So we're probably not going to be able to play as Link in that, but we're going to, you know, it's all good. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom look amazing, though. I'll give Nintendo that. Yes, we're getting 4K, higher frame rates. Cannot ask for more than that. Couldn't get that last 5 points to get 21K? No, I guess not. Oh, we're good. Don't include the demo. There we go. As someone who ships for a living, it makes me scratch my head, but I remain positive. You do. Robert, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. You've been super positive, super patient, and I absolutely appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Take your time. What's cool about this test is that even if you don't have a 4K monitor, TimeSpy Extreme automatically ups the resolution to 4K even if you can't see 4K to test. It's really cool. This is basically testing the 285K. It's looking good. Unboxing the box will be epic. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to point something out for you guys. And I talked to adef about this last night when we were having our conversation on stream. The actual, like, having a few more frames per second in a game means nothing when your PC is also used for content creation. What really matters is system stability. I haven't seen anything have any major hiccups or crashing or anything like that. Temps have been awesome. If I need to drop frequencies on stuff to make it more stable, I will do that in favor of having a PC that's not going to freeze when I'm trying to work on my video editing timeline and then crash out of Adobe and then I lose an hour of work. That's what matters. This thing clearly can game, and we're going to see that. But I would rather this, I would rather be in 5th or 6th place or whatever on some chart than have something like, oh, hey, you don't need those 8 cores. Let's cut that out when it comes to gaming on stream. That's the thing. And I'm going to be doing something in depth with that in the next couple months. Did some Mad Onion benchmarks, and it was pretty blank seeing those old things 3D marks. Huh? I forgot this is a pretty long test. Yeah, these are some sims here that's running all, it's all pushing the CPU. You always see this section go to lower frame rates. Which is funny, because if you play PC Building Simulator and you run TimeSpy, you actually see that behavior as well. You see that behavior in game on the monitor there. You see it crank down during that the sim section of that. Oh, Mad Onion, is that what you? All factors 5. Did you mean Furmark for that? Mad Onion, talking about Fuzzy Donut. Okay, 15,268. I think we might be done with 3D Mark. So what I'm noticing is that the scores are coming in slightly below average, but the consistency of the frame rates, everything like that, is rock solid. That's what I care about, personally. Let's go ahead and close this. And it looks like our max GPU temperature is 72.9 Celsius. Very good, very good. Max CPU package temperature, 72 degrees Celsius. Max core temperature, 64 degrees Celsius. Y'all, these are awesome temperatures. This is what you need from a system for a prosumer kind of setup where you're going to be doing some gaming. Yes, you're doing streaming, content creation, video editing, full-time content creator. That's a prosumer situation. This kind of stability is what we want. This kind of thermal stability is exactly what we want. I want to send adef something that is going to last for years and years and years doing many multi-threaded and productivity workloads. So, we're on the right track, it looks like. I did get GTA 5 enhanced. I have not run it yet. I didn't transfer like my my game settings and stuff to it. Maybe I should do that just because it has an in-game benchmark, but let's go ahead and move over to... What do you mean update? I did all this earlier. You said it was up to date. You said it was up to date, Steam. What the hell? Yes, it was from you. Check that. Like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm a little behind on those. Sorry about that. With all this stuff I've had to do here, with starting from the Tuesday stream into last night's stream into this one, it's been a lot of prep. So I'm behind on my emails. I do apologize for that. How you got it, Alucard? Have a good one. Sorry, I'm driving. You're good? Please don't type while driving. But yeah, Mikey, I think you did get that right. Did you hear my note earlier about the case? Let me see. Let me scroll and see if you did, because I didn't. I might have missed it. Yeah. Did you see my message earlier? Because you were asking about how am I missing that my ad breaks are coming? But Mikey, did you see did you hear what I said about the case in an ideal system earlier? Because I added there was an addendum. What do you mean transfer? What the hell? All right, just to go ahead and do that. We will run. Oh! I need to get this going. Hold on. Well, we'll just use the in-game FPS. No, I should get Riva Tuner going. Let me do that. I installed it. I didn't have time to configure it. I gotta configure it. Dude, what is my scaling here? Just make it a little bigger there. Okay. Yo, what? Scale, bro. I guess scaling doesn't affect this? Okay. Why did that get maximized? Did not do that on purpose. Okay. Why can't I see GPU 2 temperature? Huh? Let's deal with that. Okay. That'll have to do. Well, I just downloaded this. Oh my god. Do I have to redo all that? That'd be cool. I would love that. You know what? No, we're just gonna run what we got. Run what you brung. Hold on, there's something I need to remind myself of here. What's up, Crash? Got your banana milk there. That's good. Demo 0530. 3080 Ti graphics card just died. Any advice on getting a new one? This is one of the worst times right now in the middle of a GPU shortage with tariffs incoming. I would look on the used market local to you. And because of that, because it's going to be local to you, or you can even check eBay, it's just pricing right now on GPUs is ridiculous. Ridiculously bad. If you have a micro center near you, that's going to be your best option probably. Oh, well, we might not be able to use the on-screen display for Counter-Strike 2 because of anti-cheat, but we'll see. Not like I play competitively anyway. No problem, Demo. Ruby Tuner is super annoying, or is it just me? No, it's super annoying. Maybe I'll just get fraps. It's a callback right there. But no, the good thing about Counter-Strike 2 is you can show your telemetry, at least your frames per second, in the game itself. And they do. I'm sure they do that because they don't want you running third-party software to do that. But whatever. I don't know if you guys are going to hear the game or not. I'm going to pause the music to see if there are any audio levels there. Okay, VLC is acting real weird. Fraps, well, I haven't heard that in a while. Yep. That's one of those single word things you can say to show people like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Valve, what are you doing? What is happening here? Not responding. That's what we wanted. Okay. Okay. That's not good anymore. Oh, Mikey, so I just saw your response saying no. What did you say? I said about the case that I remembered exactly what. Oh, wait. NVIDIA G-Sync, but it's not currently enabled. Don't worry about it. Well, let's see it actually. Yeah, it's not showing the OSD yet. Okay, well, we'll just let that be off then. And we'll go to the telemetry. Always. There we go. So what I was saying was I remembered what I wanted to say about the case. And if I were to choose any case for a new personal build, it would be the Tower 600 in Future Dusk. I'm supposed to get one. Mike, not you, Mikey, but Thermal Mike, you told me was as soon as y'all got them, you'd be sending me one. And I have you on camera in that YouTube short saying that you're going to send me one. And that is legally binding, my friend. No, he knew how excited I was. It's really something when you've got someone like Thermal Mike saying like, I wanted to tell you about it. I just couldn't tell you. I couldn't say anything. About the color purple being the Future Dusk being the color for 2025. Hello, I recently got a PC. I haven't set up yet. Found your video informative. The how to set up your pre-built PC, pre-built gaming PC. Very cool, Jason. Jason, I'm happy that the video helped you out. That's one of my favorite videos that I've done. I had 2 versions of it, and I really think my second one was a lot better. But I'm not taking down the other one. It's not real. It's just a lot older, you know? Okay. We're probably not going to get game sound, and that's okay. Really doesn't matter what I choose here. It's just deathmatch. Future Dusk is very bright in color. They're cool cases. They are. I really want to get the base for it too, where you can display it at a 45-degree angle. Oh man, that looks so cool on my setup. Just wanted to thank you. You're very welcome. Feel free to hang around. Normally, I do PC matchmaking on streams where you can actually watch me help people make good buying decisions when it comes to pre-builds or parts lists for DIY. Either way, but you've already gotten your PC. Congratulations on that, by the way. My favorite part is the I/O. Yeah, it does have the dual USB 3.0. Oh, good. Okay, sniping. That's my strength. I really don't like this mouse either. I just use it because it's the wireless mouse that I have. Hello. Goodbye. I don't like the toggle for zooming, but I think that's a setting you can change. Yeah, I'm really not good at sniping. It's okay. Goodbye. Oh god, the noob tube. Alright, sure. So averaging 300 to 320, looks like. Excuse me, I'm busy here. Getting in my way. Yeah, about 320. This is in, yeah, I'm in 4K here, so that's pretty nice. Hey, come back here. I want to be friends. Come back. Hello. I get 0 credit for these, guys. First off, it's bots. Second, it's the noob tube. This thing is not... Oh, okay. Huh? To that? There we go. Okay. Okay, well, that's great. Take your time after reload. You just hanging out after reload, not wanting to pull the trigger. That's fine. Oh, that probably needs a reload. Okay. Okay, we want to go there. Oh, hey, but you guys are just gonna team up on me like that, huh? How'd that work out for you? Yeah, this is an SMG. They're far away. Ain't gonna work out. They have an AK. Speaking of purple cases, you see the Corsair Prism post from earlier this week. Atomic purple, translucent, everything. Earlier this week, you mean like April 1st? Yeah, wow. That chicken was meant to survive. Was it on April 1st? That would have been amazing, though. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. But, of course, if your case gets really hot, I don't know how it's going to do for that plastic. I like how it showed, like... Hey. Oh, no scoped. Hell yeah. How about that? Oh, oops. Not a good time to reload, it seems. Okay. All right, I'm not clicking. That's fine. Take your time. It's all good. Actually, I need to see if I can... I don't think you can buy smoke grenades in deathmatch, so maybe not the best game mode. But at least I don't have to sit around watching bots fight each other if I die to bots, which has happened, and I'm not happy to admit that. Oh man, right in the pixels. I seriously, I just saw like the top of that guy's head there, and I was just like, yeah, that'll work. So the fans free spin, or do I use a micro towel? So for the fans free spin, do I use a... For the fans free spin, do I use a micro towel? You're talking about for dusting them? Oh, okay. Oh, nope. Data vac is nice, but it's expensive. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, to clean the dust. I use a brush, free spin meant to hold a blade to stop blower spin. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can hold it down like with your finger and you can brush it and then blast it with air. You generally don't want to blast it with air while it's plugged into your motherboard. That can actually mess with your connections. It can actually cause an issue. Yeah, 3 rounds. Go rushing in with 3 rounds. It's a good idea. I think that's probably enough testing of this. Whenever I test this, I just remember how much I used to love this game and hate it. And not this game, because it wasn't, I didn't play it when it was Counter-Strike 2. It was 1.6 was my era. Definitely used to the M41 having 30 rounds, not 20. Jeez, dude, I was right next to check your what would that be, 9? Check your 9 o'clock, buddy. Yeah, not switching to the op. Thank you. You know what? Sure, right before we end this off, I'm going to go with everybody's favorite. I'm terrible with it. But it's kind of hard to be terrible with it, because if you hit them on a forearm hair, they die. Oh, okay. All right. That's... No scoped while turning. I really shouldn't be reloading as frequently as I am, but I kind of miss... Hey, knock it off! I know there's somebody in here. Oh. I know it's probably, you're probably not getting any sound out of this, and that's weird. I didn't set up the source for the capture card's audio. How did that not get him? I don't like the toggle to zoom thing. It sucks. All right, yeah, okay. The AK is a diabolical weapon. It is what I'll usually go with if I go T. Hey, what are you doing all over there all by yourself, buddy? Come on, come out to play. Nope. Really didn't need that reload, but okay. Yeah, okay. Wow, just spray and pray, huh? It's like that. Not the best hiding place. Oh, okay. Did not kill. Okay. We'll go ahead and move on. Cyberpunk should be done downloading by now. The update should be done downloading by now. Who's coming around that corner? Sure. Okay. Wow, I literally drew his outline on the wall. I never used this gun, so I don't know, man. It just went... That was kind of amazing. Dude should have bought a lottery ticket. Okay. Yeah, 60 kills, 5 deaths. Not a bad KD, but wouldn't say that's a valid one. But we got footage up there of the... Wait, have I been recording this? I haven't been recording this whole time. I'm going to have to use a YouTube VOD. That's great. Sorry. It'll still look good, though. It's a high bitrate VOD. Okay, close it out. Yes, quit. Let's see how Cyberpunk is. This is not the same step, okay? It's downloaded. It's just patching it. But I already did this earlier today. Heck, maybe we run this. If it'll let me. We'll see if I can get to the in-game benchmark, because I really want to try out the enhanced GTA 5. Funny to release that right before GTA 6, but I'm with it. I like it. Oh, you talking about Greg Salazar? Yeah. Yeah, Greg Salazar has a good series on that. Let's just go here in case this tries to dox me for some reason. Oh, the game launcher. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're not putting it there. No. I would say one of the difficulties with running two cameras, like I have the tracking camera and I have the main camera, is that when I have to remember what scene I'm in to know what camera to look at. It's a subtle difference, but I want to look directly at the camera. Okay, yeah, I am glad that I did that. Okay. Stop emailing me about sysadmin jobs. I don't want them. Part of my life is over. It's at its most basic. It's a banana blended with 1 cup of water. Okay. Sounds like a basic, a simple but nice treat there. When I first joined Greg's channel, it was called the Science Studio. Okay, so our overlay is working there. Oh my God, are you serious? I don't care about anti-cheat. I'm not going online. I'm just running a freaking benchmark. I wonder if they have a separate benchmark for this. That'd be cool. I should run the Monster Hunter benchmark. Let me install that in the background here. Oh, it's bringing up GTA. Okay. Okay, I'm here. And I don't remember how to run the... Nice to see that it says it went to the default set. It basically looks at what your system can do and it puts in some preset stuff. So very high ray tracing is what it defaulted to. But I don't remember how to get to the benchmark. Is it under display? Where's the benchmark on here? Let me see. Okay, graphics settings. It should be tab. So the first thing I see is a Reddit thing saying no benchmark option in GTA 5 Enhanced, which is just great. No, it looks like it's not in there. Why? Okay, maybe I have to change the setting. Hold on. And just turn off motion blur. There's no option for a benchmark. Yeah, I thought maybe if I changed it, it would give me the option, but no. Someone has a screenshot of it, but it looks like they went into the game to do this. I mean, I have my statistics up here. What is this? What is this? I don't want that. That's a store. I guess. RGB looks sick. It does. Are you right, Bray? You look tired. Oh, I am tired. Like I was saying earlier, I had to rebuild my whole streaming setup in one day. And that's not just putting a different PC down there, getting everything connected, and moving stuff around and all that. It's also setting up stream on the PC. I'm not fast at that. And I can't just set up a basic stream. I got to have like effects and all this stuff, everything set up like that. Not only that, but also multiple ways. Like if I'm blocking something here, I can move that. Oh, okay. It doesn't have any of my progress. That's cool. Now, what about here? Settings. Yeah, there's no option for a benchmark. All right, that was worthy of our time. I just takes no, I figured it takes me back to the story, but someone has a screenshot of it. I just don't know how they got that. Any Upper East Coast homies in here? What is this weather? Is there crazy weather? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it rainy? What's going on? All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and move on past this. This is getting Monster Hunter Wilds. So What else do I have here that I can use as a benchmark? Could just play some Hollow Knight. Let's grab my controller. That's not exactly a good test of a 5080 though. Let's see, throughout all of this, our maximum temperature has still not gone over 72.9 degrees Celsius on the GPU. With no, let me see. Where's the thing that mentions no thermal throttling? And for CPU package, max 73, CPU cores, max 74. Adef, I challenge you to overheat this PC somehow. I challenge you to thermal throttle this PC. I dare you, sir. Give it your best shot, because it ain't happening. It was a high of 42 yesterday. Right now at midnight, it's like 70 out. It feels like Florida. What the hell? I still need to play Hollow Knight. Crash, okay, so if you've never played Hollow Knight, then you're not part of the Silksong drama, Silksong fandom for a game that has not been released. But the sequel has been a long-awaited thing, and we've never had a confirmation of exactly when it's going to come out until the Nintendo Direct yesterday, where they said Silksong 2025, and people went nuts. It was so cool. Like I'm very excited about it. I don't know, I guess we could just hang out for a little bit while it does that. Makes no difference to me. I've been debating if I should play Rusty's Retirement. I've never heard of that. So how are you guys doing? How's it going in your neck of the woods? Other than Mikey over there experiencing some mercurial temperatures. I have Ori and the Will of the Wisps downloaded right now. I have never played Ori. I've been told I should, but not like Hollow Knight. I will tell y'all something. I've played now at this point a few different randomizers in games. Hollow Knight's a really good randomizer. I did that on stream once, on a Sunday stream. That was a good randomizer right there. Because, like, it's not like 10 main items that get you around like in Super Metroid. In Hollow Knight, it's a lot of items. If you like the gameplay, if you like that game, you can just run that over and over and you will never get bored. I feel like playing one right now, but I don't have that set up on here, so I can't do that. I've been playing Schedule 1. It's hilarious, so much fun. I feel like every time I go into my Discord, because it shows, I mean, not many people game, I guess, in my Discord, whatever. It shows you playing Schedule 1 up there on the user list. I'm like, it feels like every time I go in there, I've been seeing that. Today's a good Thursday, better than the last one, but not as good as the next one. Okay. Give me 1 second. We're getting there on Monster Hunter Wilds benchmark. It's all good. I guess, like, that's the thing, is this is much smaller than installing the whole game. I mean, I wouldn't mind installing just the whole game. Wait, actually, do I not? I don't have, yeah. Yeah, I don't have it locally installed. This is much faster than doing the whole game, so it's all good. It was so funny when I was doing the 5070 video and I ran that benchmark. I was just like, I want this game. This art style is that's like the style of game, the visuals of the game are awesome. I do want to mention, and I want to put this. I want to get this on stream here, okay, real quick. That Mikey at Sick PCs said on the internet on Twitter that he has some GPUs plural over there with my name on them. When I was talking about PC problems, that's plural. That is legally binding, Mikey. You go ahead and send those over. I thought about that earlier and I was like, plural? What? Are we bringing back SLI? What are we doing? Like, oh yeah, I got two 3090 Ti's. Just run those in the last SLI there ever was. Okay. Just gotta do this real quick. My bad. DJ Legna 1, how's it going? Hi, sorry, I have a question. Is a way I can jump the BIO in my PC? I just put a DDR5, a motor board, and a CPU. Now I'm stuck in the BIO. So you're stuck in the BIOS. If you swapped out your motherboard and your RAM and your CPU, you need to make sure your settings in the BIOS are good, including your RAM settings. Make sure you have your RAM overclocked to whatever, you know, whether it's XMP or Expo, depending on whether you're Intel or AMD. Make sure BIOS settings are good, and you're not going to get past your BIOS if you don't have an operating system on your storage. I really don't know what else to tell you because I'm working with limited information here. But if you join the Discord, there are volunteer techies there who could potentially walk you through some steps to try and get through that. Just make sure that you're patient because they are volunteers and they just do it because they want to do it. You let me build you your new workstation and I'll have a GPU with your name on it. Are you being literal? I mean, what am I going to tell you? No to a new workstation? It's just... are you able to, I'm not, you know, I mean this with all the best intentions. Are you able to do that right now? It's tough out there, man. That's why I'm not asking anybody for nothing with a 90 at the end of it. It's just impossible to get. But like I said, I mean, I don't know. You know me, I look, you know how I get when someone offers me stuff. Like generosity is a beautiful thing, and I never know how to deal with it. There we go. That's handled. Had to do that before midnight. And we're good. Now our benchmark is ready to go. So let's jump into that. Listen, I'll tell you, Now, for one thing, I know this might sound ridiculous because I have had so many stream issues. It's hardware stuff. It's not my ability to set up a stream and do. If you do something like that, you have to agree to let me. Like if you're wanting to up your stream game, because I know you're just getting into that, you let me work with you on that. That would be fun, I think. 59 maybe out of question. Prices are completely out of control. No, I know. Yeah, we could talk about it. Like I said, I've also got a 4090 right now. I did mention, though, I don't know if it's the GPU or just the system overall, the 14900K, whatever. But for some reason, my 4090 will not do more than 3 monitors. And I genuinely do run more than... I'll usually run 4. And that's one of the problems I was having when I was trying to run the monitor, this monitor here, off the PC to just run the stream preview there to do the benchmarking, and it wouldn't hook up. I didn't realize... Oh, it doesn't want to do 4 monitors now. I'm like, the hell? And I'm afraid of like updating the drivers, because newer drivers on 40 series, not a good time for that right now, apparently. But no, we'll talk about it. That could be fun. Yeah, what's playing in my PC, and then I decided to go buy a new DDR and CPU. I know I got a window already. And you installed the drive, your storage drive, on the new motherboard, because you did mention a new motherboard. You didn't mention it this time. You got to make sure you move your storage over to that. It's a CPU. It is. Compiling shaders. All right. Yes, all 3 pieces. Well, DJ, I don't know what to tell you. What I would do is, I know it's a ton of work, put the old parts back in, see if it boots up. If it does not boot up at that point, then during the rebuild and transferring your storage, it may have become damaged. So that could be the thing. There are a dozen different issues that could be happening. Another thing you want to do is check that new motherboard, see if it has debug LEDs. These 3 LEDs that'll light up if there's one of them will light up if it's an issue, and it'll say DRAM or VGA, one of those, okay? Or if it has a 7-segment display that looks like it can put out numbers and letters. If that's what it has, look at the code on there and look that up online. Put in the brand of the motherboard, like the manufacturer, and then put in that code and see what error code it says that is. The motherboard will try to tell you what's wrong with it, what's wrong with the boot up process. So you got to look at that. But if it's getting into BIOS, that means it's posting, and that's a very good sign. It's just not seeing your operating system for some reason or another. And you might just need to do a fresh install of Windows. I just hope you backed up your data before you made any major changes to your PC. Guys, if you're ever going to be upgrading your PC, back up your files, your important stuff, your homework, your pictures and video, whatever you got. Okay, your homework folder, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But your actual stuff that you need to keep, you back that stuff up before you make any major changes to your PC. In fact, do regular backups. There's free software for that. Oops, didn't mean to go there. I mean to go here. All right. Netflix needs to greenlight a first-person Squid Game psychological thriller game. I never watched Squid Game. I've heard good things, though. I watched the Mr. Beast one. I did that already. Yeah, it started the whole thing like it's nothing happening when I put all the new piece that I go straight to the BIOS. It's BIOS, B-I-O-S, basic input-output system. And they appear like everything is working fine. I'm sorry for correcting you. Yeah, it's nothing offensive meant there. And they appear like everything's working fine. It's usually not going to run up to it's just not booting up Windows. It sounds like your storage isn't being recognized, and you can go to your BIOS and look at your boot options and see if under boot options that particular drive is showing up. If it's not going to see it. So yeah, basically I can't walk you through troubleshooting necessarily without. I'm not good at doing troubleshooting remotely. I'm really not. When I did IT stuff, it was on location. I never really liked doing stuff remotely. I would drive out an hour rather than be on a 30-minute phone call. You know what I mean? Whenever I was doing internal IT for this company I worked for. But anyways, yeah, just make sure it's recognizing your drive. If it doesn't see it at all, it could be seated improperly. It could be a bad M.2 socket, or it could be a bad drive. When you uninstall parts, there's always a slim chance that they can get a little damaged or something. And then there's very fine contacts on the end of those M.2 drives. It might not be seated properly. Try reseating the M.2 drive. See if that helps. I cannot stand, what are you saying, Comcast? I don't know why it got edited out. I guess people amazed us at the cost of Switch 2. I'm not with the I mean, if 449, I honestly think I like Mario Kart games. It might be worth that extra $50 to get that $90 game instead of having to pay the $90. Mario Kart World looks very interesting. I'm very curious. I want to see what they're doing with that. I mean, I doubt it's going to be as influential on open world gaming as Breath of the Wild was. But also Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've never been a major fan of Donkey Kong as a character, but that looks like a fun game. Frame gen. Yeah, I don't mind frame gen. Let's go. I very publicly don't mind frame gen. I think in many situations it can be absolutely awesome looking. You won't be able to see the difference, but it'll show in frame rates. I have not yet had a bad frame gen, multi-frame gen experience. You take from that what you will. I'm curious as to when we might get more information for AMD's next generation of GPUs, the UDNA. I think right now we are already inundated with a lot of stuff with like, you know, the 9000 series and also Strix Point. I haven't followed up on UDNA, so I really couldn't tell you. It's been overwhelming as of late for anyone who has to do this for a living. I mean, I should probably talk to some of the guys, you know, maybe reach out to Adam, see what he knows about it or whatnot. Benchmark looping is off. Let's go. Am I looking at the right GPU here? Because in Hardware Info 64, the 5080 is listed as GPU number 2. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Go here, monitoring, and we're going to go to show GPU 1 usage as well. Do I need to close the game to do this? I like the little... All right, let's do that. Okay, let's go here. Let's just do this again. Why ain't you letting me show that thing? Oh, it wasn't checkmarked. Ah, that's my bad. Let's open this back up and we'll figure it out. Oh, Mr. Beast. Okay. I think Mr. Beast is fine. He's made some mistakes. There are some things that I don't like about some of the things he does. But the net, I think the net gain with Mr. Beast is positive. And he's made some dope content. What I can't stand is his content where it's like, we're gonna drive Lamborghini off a cliff, and then we're gonna drive a train into a hole, and then we're gonna I don't like that content. That's not my jam. But when he's doing things that are philanthropic in nature or torturing content creators and making them have to live in a box for a while, whatever, that's fine. Well, I already did all this. This thing better not... no, the shaders would have been the first thing. We're good. Teresa, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. And by the way, I'm not just saying that because I know a guy who plays basketball with the Mr. Beast crew regularly. Jesse knows I'll say whatever I want to say. But like... it's just... It's like any... Mr. Beast is just a dude. He's a dude who's really good at staying very, very busy. And, got, you know, directing a lot of people to do a lot of stuff. That's Mr. Beast. That's it. He's just amazing at like working the algorithm. He's done it in a way no one else has been able to before. Good for him. And when you're that big, you're gonna draw some hate. There's no doubt about that. So it decided not to show it. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing? Okay. I can't help but feel like a lot of this stuff that I chose to show in OSD is not showing in the OSD. Okay, it is GPU 1. Or it's not? What the hell is going on? Whatever, I'm running it this way. It's not showing my frame rates though, but that's going to show in the in-game benchmark. Fine. Zelmov, thank you for the lurk. Crash, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Just like the Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs, or the Philadelphia Eagles, teams that get hate because of their success. Yep. Yo, what the hell? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah! Okay. You're okay. What is happening right now? What is this, GoldenEye 64? What am I freaking looking at? Make it stop! Yo, I don't know what to do about this.
Help him. Lady, you're okay. Please help them.
PS2. This is PS1. Oh, God. Oh, okay. All right. We're getting there. Whoa. This is nightmare fuel. I hate this. Don't you go yelling. You stop yelling. I feel like I'm watching an SCP video game right now, not Monster Hunter. This is just shows you, everyone, this just shows you the real story. The real monsters were us all along. What is happening right now? Okay, you're fixed. They're fixed. Oh God, that one dude in the back. Never mind. Never mind. We're not okay. I'd be jumping off that boat too. Not gonna lie, I would be off that boat. I don't care if there's a weird running lizard dude, bird guy to catch me or not. I'd be out. Okay, I guess we're. Oh, Jesus Louises. That you guys saw that too, right? I'm not like, what the hell did Popeyes put in this thing? That was like a fever dream, fever nightmare. Our fever nightmare is a thing. I'm gonna say yes. Also, I want to turn this off. It's just causing problems right now. Covering stuff up. Man, oh man. I'd say I was not prepared for that. How do you prepare for that? This is a beautiful game. No one deserved this. I didn't deserve this. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Can someone clip that? I don't know if it'll go. Yeah, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. Adam, yeah, I think it's a little slightly off, but that's on Lee and Lee. That's not on Paradox. It's funny because all the other ones are really good. It's just that one. That was unnecessary. Oh, okay, we still got a monster over there doing it. Oh lordy, oh lord, he coming. Oh man. I think I remember like a Nintendo 64 Star Wars game that looked like this. What is this? What are these? What are these? I feel like we're in Star Fox right now. Jesus. Can we do that? I mean, maybe. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna run it again after this, as it's just not loading these things properly. Why is that thing coughing up a hairball? Yes, zoom in on the dodecahedron swimming through the water. I rolled a 1. Oh no. Dr. Mitch, thank you for the lurk. Why it do that? Well, I don't know why it do that. Is this intended? No, it's not intended. It is not intended. I can, like the cinematic zoom on the warped D20 was something else. We got more. We got more. No, don't gloss over that. What are those people doing over there? Those ain't people. Like, that's not frame gen. There were no good frames there. Yeah, okay. There we're seeing frameworks is what we're seeing. We're seeing like, yeah, dude, he chilling. Look at how this dude big chilling right here. We got Pyramid Head over here, big chilling. You're just gonna walk casually through that? That dude almost stabbed you with his head. Okay, well, the cheese naan is gonna look fine. Do not mess up my cheese naan. Oh my God. Oh, that guy doesn't get any. He doesn't get any. He doesn't have arms. That's okay if you don't have arms. That this person is supposed to, and it's... You know, that dude, that's like a Cybertruck with a head, just ate some cheese. Elon Musk, all day long, would play this all day long. He would love this. Oh yeah, we got 126 FPS at 4K. That's 4K Ultra. Was that Ultra? That was ultra disturbing is what that was. It says excellent, guys. It says excellent. It's on the computer. It can't lie. I'm going to run that again. I got to run that again. We got to see this. Massive outsource the QC to Bethesda. Oh, yeah. This would be great for a prank show to someone and pretend that everything's fine while they freaked out at what they're seeing. I can't. Look, I'm a theater kid. I ain't got the chops to pretend like that. Options. Yeah. I don't see an option for the Super Nintendo FX chip type of graphics here. I don't see that. No Super FX chip. No, nothing. Okay. All right. And the fact that you literally just said that you haven't had any bad frame gen experiences. That's, yeah. No, I asked for it. I did ask for this, I guess. I want to see if it does it every time. That was really something. Holy crap. I don't even know. Next Souls game? No, they didn't have Souls. I refuse to believe that. Frame degeneration of it enabled. Yeah. This would be great for, yeah, I read that. Pray someone drug my banana milk. Nah, you're seeing it. Don't do drugs, kids. This is what you might see. This is your graphics card on drugs. Just a 5080 in a frying pan. Oh my goodness. I actually have a short like this where I tried to screen record Fortnite in OBS on my potato PC and all the characters were just started like that. This is a Core Ultra 9 and a 5080. Everything else has run beautifully. I think I killed it. I think it's dead. I think it's dead. It's dead, Jim. Oh, never mind. We're good. Okay. It just didn't load everything in, I guess. We're okay. All right, guys. This is going to be like we're on observation duty here. We got to find the anomalies. There's got to be one or two around here. Man, when that face came up in the... Oh, my God. It's looking good. It's okay. This is how it's supposed to run. This is fine. So clearly the game can run just fine. And I will remind you, one thing I haven't told you guys. I'm running all of this off of an external drive because I didn't want to install all this stuff on adef's PC. So I'm running it all on the Steam library on an external drive. So it probably was having trouble loading the textures. That's all. But man, that was great. I didn't need to sleep again ever. Also, clearly, this 5080 freaking cooks when it comes to 4K Ultra in Monster Hunter Wilds. It's just that it seemed cooked for a bit. We're going to, you know what? This is probably one of the last tests we're going to run, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to run it without frame gen, see what the difference in FPS is. We're averaging 123, 124. We'll see what that is with no frame gen. Natively, not necessarily, they're still going to have DLSS, but no frame gen, and I want to see what we get. I feel like this should be a new genre of games. I missed the first run. No, Mikey, this is a genre of games. If you look at indie horror games, a lot of them have characters that look like that. Go watch some of Markiplier's 3 Scary Games videos. Choice. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end this, return to the title screen, and we're going to turn off frame gen. It's probably going to have us restart the benchmark application. That's okay. Wee. All right, let's see. Yeah, no, it was just probably having trouble loading textures from the external drive. That's it's always, it's always ruins it when you sort of figure out what the logical explanation is. Like, come on, you keep your logic. That was awesome. I think frame generation is just an extension of DLSS. It is a feature of DLSS that you can turn off. They're still probably doing upscaling here. So rendering at like 1080p or 1440p, upscaling to 4K. Frame generation is an add-on to that. Yeah, it's a frame generation. DLSS just renders it at a lower resolution, upscales it, which means you have a lot of holes between your pixels, and uses AI to fill in those holes. Frame generation is taking that and then making an extra frame between each frame, and then multi-frame gen makes 3 frames between 2 or 3 frames between each frame. 1000 FPS on a black screen. Does anybody remember when on the 3090 there was it Lost World or New World or something like that? Not Lost. No, I was saying it was New World. Was frying 3090s because of the menu FPS being astronomical, or some reason like that. And EVGA was actually, during a shortage, cross-shipping new 3090s to these people, to these customers, and it was insane. Like, nobody does that, and EVGA was doing that at probably one of the scariest times to be doing that. Look at this. No frame gen. DLSS is on, but no frame gen. 4K Ultra, and we're near 100 FPS. Anywhere from 80 to 100. Which, well, actually, it's averaging out to 87, 88. It's going up. We'll let this one run all the way through. It's still taking the original picture, though, which depends more on the hardware end. Yeah, but frame generation is just taking what the DLSS is doing and upscaling. No, Ghost Pwner, frame gen is not upscaling. DLSS, you know, deep learning super sampling, which is funny because super sampling is actually where you go to higher resolution and bring it down. They misnamed it, but DLSS itself, core DLSS, is the upscaling. Frame generation came later with 40 series. Then it was hardware accelerated frame gen, and they moved on from hardware accelerated to strictly software based AI frame generation. So frame generation is not taking what the DLSS is doing and upscaling. It's already at that scale. It's looking at that and then making extra frame or extra frames, depending on the version. But the original image that gets upscaled is rendered in the typical fashion. Yes, that is true. Maybe downscale from 4K to 1440p. I prefer to downscale than to upscale. Well, if John Paul Bacon, if you're using an NVIDIA GPU and you have DLSS on, you're already upscaling. That is happening. The thing is, it's gotten so good. The upscaling feature, oh, it's doing it with some of the environmental textures. Yeah, they're taking a while to load. It's because of the external drive. Like that thing is toasty. It is toasty. But none of the games I've been running have been on the local drive. That's how good external storage has gotten if you get an M.2 enclosure with USB Type-C connectivity. I use a Sabrent one. It's awesome. I've edited video off of it. I've gamed off of it. It's very cool. The skybox is nasty. There you go. It got good. Okay. That is definitely making it into the final video. So what do we take away from this? What we take away from this is do not use an external drive to run Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay? Don't do that. I think there's a lot of misconceptions on what frame generation is actually doing. I mean, yeah, that's why I looked into it and learned about it. Yeah. Why add frame generation even I'm into newer GPU architecture if it causes the game to run worse as people claim? It's not about the game running worse. It's about the visuals being affected as some people have perceived. A lot of the criticism you'll see around frame generation is going to be when reviewers will take a freeze frame and start pointing out pixels and things that look weird. The only example of something that is legitimately bad in frame gen that I have seen was in Alan Wake 2. If you watch the Hardware Unboxed video where they really go in depth on frame gen, it's a video I'd recommend to anyone who really wants to learn more about it. Oh, it's our friend the D20 who has gained some planes and shapes. Still the texture not loading. Anyways, in Alan Wake, the frame gen can't figure out when you're in a flashlight scene, which apparently in Alan Wake 2, a lot of those scenes are with a flashlight. What's being shown in the flashlight is not rendering properly in a lot of cases. That they might have fixed it by now. NVIDIA does not sit around when it comes to driver problems. Even if they don't get the fix right away, they're trying to fix things. The black screen issue has been, here and there. But they scramble with that. They want to continue being known for good drivers. Ew. This is my fault. Just because I wanted to leave I wanted to leave adef's storage unsullied with my Steam library. But here we are. This is a random question. It says I finally gave in. Do you know why a Logitech wireless mouse wouldn't work with the receiver when the receiver is plugged into an extension USB cord as opposed to directly in USB port? If it's, say, okay, most mice aren't going to need USB 3.0 or higher. But I honestly don't know. It could be a problem with that extension. I would get another extension and see if it continues that behavior. Especially if it's an extension maybe you might have rolled over in your gaming chair or something like that. They are susceptible to damage, and you need good signal integrity for something like that. USB signals can't go over really long distances easily. You need high-quality cables for that. Okay, look at that. Average 85.6 FPS with frame gen turned off. Please ignore the texture issues. All right, it was the external storage. We know that now. It was just the external storage. Sorry about that. Well, there you go. That was great. Sad I didn't get Riva Tuner to work well enough, but it is what it is. Extension loses power. Indeed. There are USB repeaters out there, but really it becomes a problem with higher throughput, like Gen 3.2 by 2, whatever. I hate the USB naming convention. It sucks. Okay. Well, that was fun. Did you guys have fun? That last one. What a way to end this. But I think we could all agree. Yeah. So what do you mean crash report? I closed that on purpose. Don't you go reporting. That's a false report. That's illegal. I hit close and confirmed. You freaks. Okay. But sorry, it was just a... Couldn't see that. I think we'd all agree, though, like, other than the external storage as being where I ran all the... Wait. I can't end it yet. I cannot end it yet. There was one last one I needed to do. The one that had the very random and unnecessary update. Oh my God, it's still patching. Are you serious? Cyberpunk ain't doing it. It's just not going to do it. We got enough tests, though. This thing runs great. It runs awesome. No complaints. I really shouldn't have been playing music during this one. I just realized that. I shouldn't have been playing music throughout this. I'm supposed to use this for a video. Pretty dumb. Because, you know, when you edit something that already has music incorporated, the music's very choppy and annoying. But it is what it is. Anyway. So it's good for gaming. Well, Zintech, it's not just that. When it comes to something like testing for multi-core performance, I mean, Cinebench R23 is actually quite good for that. That'll actually give you a good indication as to how it's going to perform in anything that's going to actually utilize all those cores. Cinebench did that. It kicks. It kicks butt. It's very good. Plus, if you want to see actual individual hardware benchmarks, this isn't the place to do that. I evaluate pre-builds. If you want to see specific component benchmarks, hardware reviewers do that. I'm a pre-built reviewer. That's what I do. Puget Bench lists the 285K as one of the top performing CPUs in Adobe Premiere Pro. And also, it does really well in DaVinci Resolve as well. But in Premiere Pro, of course, you're going to get quick sync and all that. But the main thing is this. adef, I look at the individual user's needs, and adef is a full-time content creator and full-time partnered Twitch streamer. And adef plays games on stream. What happens with something... We could have gone 9950X3D, but what happens when you turn on a game with that processor? You lose half your cores. If you make a living off of streaming... I'm not really going to recommend that because you might have a very convoluted, very complex stream. 8 cores, 16 threads for the average streamer is fine. But for someone who does it for a living, I want the guarantee that you're going to have all your CPU performance because they could be running a lot of things in the background. Have you watched, like, say you watch a Point Crow stream where he has to keep adding stuff based on wheel spins to a stream? It's insane. What Eric puts his PC through. Insane. And when you get to a level like that, 24 cores versus 8 cores sounds pretty freaking good. IMO. I'm excited. I'm excited for adef. Like, I love this. This is really, really cool. So I'm really happy to do this. And Paradox Customs, Arpit, and the team over at Paradox Customs, y'all freaking killed it with this thing. Everyone saw last night the build quality, the cable management. Everything about this is absolutely an A+. Let me know if you want that, like, sunglasses polishing baggy back. That was the only curveball that y'all threw at me. It's better to have a bonus as an accident rather than something missing, so I'll take it. But yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being a part. Thank you. Okay, actually, no. Here's what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for providing the PC for adef and letting me get a chance to look at it. I know adef is super excited. And adef, thank you for hopping on stream with me last night and having a good long chat. I'll try to cut some of that into the video and make sure you guys see it. This is really exciting. I got to power this thing down, get a bunch of B-roll of it before I pack it up to ship it tomorrow or Saturday before I have to fly out for NAB. There's just zero relaxation for me this week. It may need to be a powered hub. Yeah, I mean, there's powered cables. There's cables that are like repeaters where they just inject it with a little bit of power. Sarge Marine, peace. Absolutely. To you too, my friend. Absolutely. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all a ton for hanging out. thank you so much for hanging out with me while I do this. It's something I just needed to do, and I think that this is going to be an awesome solution for our friend. So I'm going to be out of town for the next week. So no stream of Sunday, Tuesday, or Thursday. I do apologize for that, but it's going to be a good time. Pay attention to the channel. You might see a couple new shorts go up, and while I'm over there, and I think that'd be cool. But again, I appreciate y'all. Hold on, let me look here. I appreciate y'all very much, and until the next one, take care. I didn't add a shortcut for the ending scene, so I'm just going to go ahead and click it in Meld here. Bye. Let's go, nerds.